Do you guys still remember the name of the first person who kicked the official ball in the Brazil World Cup 2014? Any guesses? No, it wasn't Ronaldo or Messi. The person's name was Juliano Pinto, a completely paralyzed 29-year-old man. Do you guys know how he could kick the ball in spite of being fully paralyzed? Let's talk about that today. Hello everyone. My name is Aryan, but you can address me shortly as Aryan Sharma. We face a large multitude of problems in today's modern era, and some of them can be resolved with the help of artificial intelligence, which is more commonly known as AI. Today, in accordance with the ICT assignment given to us during the 2017 summer holidays, I present forth my project, Robotic Exoskeletons and AI. As you can see in the short video, this elderly individual takes nearly 12 seconds to walk only 4 steps. This elderly individual is my maternal grandfather. He has been struggling to walk due to an abhorrent spinal nerve injury since the past 3 years. In spite of a series of medical operations and constant intake of helpful medicines, he is still not fully fit and requires a walker for limited and slow movement. This disability discourages my grandfather as he is a very energetic and active individual and strives to go on a morning walk every day. His saddening example has inspired me to take up this project. Blueprints and features. Number 1. Shoulder straps. Specially designed to stabilize the upper body instead of transferring weight to the wearer's hips. Number 2. Hip and knee actuators. Servo-controlled electric motors at the hips and knees mimic the action of the muscles, and with the help of sensors they regulate joint flexion based on their position at any given moment. Number 3. Foot. The unit transfers its weight through the thigh and shank links into the foot plate and thus the ground, thereby relieving the wearer of the need to carry any of the exoskeleton's 21 kilograms of weight. Number 4. Torso. A compartment mounted on the unit's back houses the lithium-ion batteries, good for 8 hours of walking. It also holds 3 microprocessors. One communicates among the unit's 38 sensors, and the other computes control signals, and the third one computes the input voice data from the user and converts the commands into machine language. Number 5. Dawn or Doff link. The exoskeleton's hips swing apart, making it easy for the wearer to get in and out quickly. Number 6. Thigh and shank links. The aluminium thigh and shank are the exos bones, providing rigidity and strength to support patients as heavy as 220 pounds. They can be adjusted for heights between 5 feet and 2 inches and 6 feet and 2 inches. 7. Ankle. The exos ankle is a simple passive pivot joint made of titanium for extra strength. It is very flexible and enables the user to easily handle inclines. Let's now talk about the pros and cons of this blueprint. Pros. Number 1. It can help individuals whose legs are too weak to support their body weight due to inactive nerves in walking. Number 2. It is easy to wear for all ages due to the extendable shank compartments. Number 3. Visually impaired can also wear this due to the presence of voice recognition softwares and AIs like Siri that can process the wearer's instructions, and the robotic exoskeleton automatically walks to the desired destination. Number 4. Unknown destinations can also be visited with the help of an advanced form of a regularly updated GPS, which is highly accurate in terms of number of steps required by calculating the precise distance between its current position and the terminus. The cons of this technology. Number 1. It could be quite expensive if cheaper alternatives such as Raspberry processors are not used. Number 2. There could be a possible difficulty in walking on uneven roads and pathways. And finally, it could be impossible to use by mute or dumb individuals. Clearly, it is evident that the pros outweigh the cons. Now, I would like to talk about an extra feature that I would also like to add in this blueprint. The cost of the CPU could prove to be one of the greatest disadvantages for my proposed theory. To minimize this, I suggest the utilization of a much more cost-efficient alternative, a trio of Raspberry processors or CPUs. These processors provide the features of a full-fledged CPU at a very low cost. Now, let's compare the Raspberry and the normal ready-made CPUs. Raspberry. Number 1. They are very easily available. Number 2. Individual cost ranges from $25 to $35. Therefore, in my robotic leg, the cost will be ranging from a mere $75 to $140, which can be afforded by everyone present here. However, for the normal ready-made CPUs, it is quite difficult to find the exact model required for the exoskeleton. The individual cost is in thousands of dollars. Therefore, in my robotic leg, the cost will be in hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not exceeding millions of dollars. Therefore, it is clearly evident that the Raspberry is a much more cost-effective alternative of the super expensive ready-made CPUs normally provided with such exoskeletons. All of you must be wondering, what is the use of AI in this exoskeleton? Well, advanced AI voice recognition such as Siri will accept voice data input by the user and will perform the commands as stated by the wearer. Instructions will only be followed when said by the specific user. For example, if the wearer says, walk 10 steps straight, the exoskeletons will use the predetermined length of one average step and will walk 10 steps accordingly. Another AI invented product, which is known as virtual reality or VR, can be used to view the surroundings. If the wearer suffers from permanent paralysis and is therefore unable to move his or her head, the VR can be used, which will enable the user to watch his steps while walking and the surroundings for any undesirable obstructions. Thank you all for watching my presentation. You may contact me personally for any further details. Hope you enjoyed the show.